Hello, this is my Introduction to Communication Mastery Assignment 2 presentation of my culture video. I am currently a high school student, and the class I am currently enrolled in is Introduction to Communication. Today I will discuss what my culture is and how we communicate nonverbally and the influence culture has on mass communication. So first of all, I am Korean, and as a Korean, our culture is heavily influenced by Confucianist ideals. So that means we stress group and harmony and cohesiveness altogether, while also respecting our elders and ancestors and our parents, and stressing the relationships and like the value it has with our friends and family, and that not to take those for granted. And so with my culture as a Korean, I feel like we are more individualistic, meaning that we do stuff on our own more. So as a real life example, if I had need help on homework or anything within school topics, I don't ask my parents normally or my brother or sister. It's not a topic we normally discuss with each other. It's like if you need help, you should figure out how to do it on your own. And so this helps us to in the long run to be more independent because we won't be relying too much on other people's help because sometime in the future you won't be able to get help. So this helps you to resolve your own problems. And so I see that we are more individualistic in the end, and how it impacts the way I communicate and with other people now is just I show more respect to people naturally. It's just the way it is, especially if they're older. You just have a as a Korean, I just have a tendency to respect them and not speak out of turn and always pay attention. And so moving on to the nonverbal aspect of our culture, it differs from who you're talking to, but most importantly, when you're talking to an elder, you want to make sure that you bow first. It's just a Korean greeting. You bow first, and when during a discussion with them, I typically don't look them in the eye because it's almost seen as disrespectful. It is disrespectful. So you typically look around their face, like different parts of their face, but not their eyes directly because that would be disrespectful. And you want to say what they want to hear. You don't want to be disrespectful by saying something that you could be comfortable saying with your friends, but not with your grandparents or father or mother or whoever else it may be. Now, if it's with a different culture, the way I communicate non-verbally is different. I just go for a simple handshake instead of bowing. I can look them in the eye, and I use my hands more because it's not like it doesn't seem like I'm speaking out of turn almost. It feels more respectful because if I'm talking to an elder in Korean, then it just I feel more constrained. So when I'm speaking with someone from like American culture, I can speak more freely and use my hand motions as a way to speak more freely. And finally, the culture's impact on mass communication. So, culture is spread through mass communication, through mass media, such as social media, especially TikTok nowadays. And so, what happens is society adopts the culture that they see as trending or popular in social media. And so, that what that means is that it could lead to cultural erosion and exporting. So what that means is if someone from like a Korean descent picks up on American ideals that are becoming more popular, the cultural erosion occurs where they kind of push away their Korean culture because it doesn't seem as trendy. So they fit in and adopt the American ideals. And so what that happens is that they get to fit in more with the Americans. And so that means that they'll use less of their culture from the Korean aspect of their life. And so finally, once again, I am Korean. Our ideals are to show respect to elders and stress family and harmony. And non-verbally, when speaking to a Korean, I do bow, be respectful and always possible. While speaking to others, I feel a little less constrained and I can speak more freely. And the impact culture has on mass communication is that it can either erode or adopt new cultures, leading to new blends of culture. And so, thank you for listening.